to my little buddy right here on my new tent. See, the frog even likes my new tent. Anyhow, before I leave, it's been raining pretty bad, so I figured I'd go ahead and just show I got my tent set up. It rained real bad last night. It stood up pretty good. The material seems to be medium duty. It's not the heaviest duty, but this will last definitely probably 2-3 times longer than those other tents that I have from you know, sporting goods stores and places that think their stuff's expensive, but it's really cheap. Yeah, Coleman, like I said, once again, hasn't let me down on any of their stuff. It seems to be kind of like, you know, middle class type stuff. But yeah, as you can tell, I got this net on top of it to kind of blend in with the surroundings a little bit better, because I'm camping somewhere that is it's public property, but it's supposed to be our property, but then somebody else says they own it, so no one really wants it because it's in a disputed area. So I'm just up here. That's where I thought I'd set it up at. I was like, well, y'all can't get along and nobody knows what they're doing. I just figured I'd come up here and camp on it. But yeah, I thought that little frog was cool. See, now he's the same color as the tent, so maybe that's a good sign. Yeah, it rained real, I'm talking about it rained bad last night. Probably rained several inches over a span of probably about 10, 11 o'clock after I initially got this set up. But you know, as you can see in here, there's a window on the side, but there's 2 open screens on both sides. But you can probably tarp that up during the winter time or something if you're a little bit colder weather. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed by the tent that Coleman, this 2-man Sundome. I don't think if you're taller than this, probably maybe 5'8", 5'9", you probably wouldn't fit in there very good. Especially after you put your stuff in there, because it's slim. It's 7 foot by 5, so you're looking at 5 foot wide, 7 foot long. So we'll see if he turns black. Anyhow, I just thought that little frog was cool, and plus kind of show how much. Now you got a pocket over there, a little room you got in here. So there's a pocket over there hanging on there. You got a, don't mind my flashlight. You got a screen back there and it zips up. All the stuff under the seams are pretty heavy duty. I mean, they're sturdy. This ain't going to be something like, you know, you get from, you know, I won't mention any names, Walmart, sporting goods stores, or any other places that sell tents that aren't really worth a flip. So yeah, when I set this one up, I immediately knew that even though this is like $55, I think, on fair market value, I got it for free just by picking up lottery tickets. So I wanted to go over a little bit more into it. It's got one, as you can see, this rain fly works pretty good that goes over top of this zipper. And then you see it has a fly right here, of course, you know, so you can leave the door open, and you got one on the back side too to keep the rain from getting out. But this zipper is heavy duty. I mean, it's medium duty. It's not heavy like military grade, but it's definitely heavy enough to you could use this for a couple of years if you take care of it. So it's a pretty good investment, I think. But yeah, it resisted the bad weather we had last night, and I knew they weren't going to do me wrong. I said my father used to buy a lot of Coleman products, and me and him used to go fishing and camping. So, but yeah, the flies seems to be connected pretty. I'm gonna say medium duty type material. I'm not gonna say heavy duty, but it has these rings down here. This sticks on here at the end of your dome pole, your fiberglass pole that folds up through here. And then yeah, if you want to, you have the luxury of pulling this out, you know, giving you some more air, because that's what it's basically about. It's about being aerated. But if you don't want to, you can probably pull this down and tighten it up, you know, when the weather's a little bit bad. But I chose to put this on here. Even though it is green, it blends in. You can't see it from the highway or the road or anywhere else. I just thought I would put this on here to kind of help out. But yeah, it's got two sides. And you ought to see it at night when the lights are on. It does look like a, you know, it looks like something you see on the advertisement. But yeah, the door's pretty sturdy. I knew that from the get-go. There's a little place right here if you want to put some, you know, electrical devices in or out, and there's a zipper on that, so that's pretty helpful. That might, you could even probably put a little water hose in there and put some water in it or something. If, you know, got something like that going on, or kind of like I do have a solar panel, so I just charge my stuff up if I don't want to be outside. But yeah, I just threw this tarp down. I've had this tarp for like 5 years, and I got it from Walmart, and I've used it for exactly what I'm using this tent for. But make a long story short, this is pretty much what it looks like. The color scheme's good. I'm happy with it. So apparently the frog likes it. Anyhow, I just thought I'd go over and do another addendum to the review of this tent. It's starting to rain again, so we've got rain coming for the next couple of days. So we're just gonna unzip this. See, it's just one zipper. And yeah, it's pretty heavy duty. As you can tell, you got little straps right there. Don't pay attention to my mess. It does come up, it's like several inches to this seam, and this is seamed really well. I mean, it's on there pretty sturdy. Plus, and then that air vent over there. See, I've got my MF military sleeping system already in here. Oh yeah, it's fixing to rain. That's just great. Okay. Anyway, as you can see all the room, don't mind my stuff over here, my computer and stuff's underneath that plastic bag, but yeah, it's definitely sturdy, and if I would have to actually have paid for this, I would have been happy with it. But if I was a taller person, I wouldn't have been. So it's always good